on the internet, my favorite thing to do. Hey, y'all. Happy Sunday. Good to see all of y'all. Hey, I got to turn on my new lights here. Hang on. Oh, there comes the Doug. And there comes the other ones. How about that? Aren't those cool? Maybe we'll start with those. New bling in the office here. Don't worry, y'all. You see, Lucky Man is right behind me, and hasn't gone anywhere. I moved Lucky Man from here, but now Lucky Man is right behind us. Okay, at least for now, until I find a better spot, or maybe that will be the spot. I don't know, but we're having a good old time. These have come from our friends at Starzy Creations, STRZY Creations, and they made these for us and sent them to us, and I think they're pretty darn cool. I wonder if we can put those in the Doug merch store or anything. So
STR, STAR.
STAR.
Oh, I thought you said STR.
Starzy, STAR. Anyway, I can't spell, y'all. STARZY. Meg will be with us in a minute. Friends, it's good to see all of y'all. There's Russ and Mr. Penguin. There's Margaret, Goliathex. There's Ricardo. Kelly's here. Leffe is here. Steven's here. Andrew's here. You is here. Let's see. Steven's here. All of my friends. Clive is here. How y'all doing? We're doing okay here. It's a little rainy here today. It's a little chilly here today, but I don't mind. We are safe. There's no flooding where we are, thankfully. Y'all, we've been seeing the devastation in western North Carolina. Oh my goodness, friends. That's a wonderful part of the country. Megan and I have vacationed a few times in Asheville, and it's one of our favorite places to go. And I'm devastated by what I'm seeing there. One of the people that I saw this morning at the church where I work, their husband is with his mom in Western North Carolina, and she was like, it's devastating out there. There are people that are really struggling just to survive and have food and all of that. No water, no no electricity. It's nuts. So our thoughts are with our friends in the southeast part of the country for sure. I know that parts of Europe are dealing with pretty big time rains as well. So hang in there, friends. Hang in there. Yeah, Andrew, we needed some rain here as well, and we're thankful to have it, and thankfully, not too much rain, just about right for us. Rock and roll, friends. Leslie is asking about doing something from Triumvirate. I could do that. I do have, I think, a Triumvirate record as well. It's been a long time since I heard from them. Cool band. I remember them being similar to ELP in their aesthetic, but really quite wonderful. Thank you for asking about them. Maury's with us in Australia. Good morning, Maury. Man, y'all. Crazy. Jeffrey says, Doug, I requested that you react to Between 2 Points. Your reaction on Wednesday was perfect. The true shocking reaction I have seen. Thank you. The Dark and Velvet Nights riff is from The Wall. And it was good to see Rick. Thank you, Jeffrey. That reaction that I did last week, maybe we'll start there, friends, what we did last week. On Wednesday of last week, I took a look at new music from David Gilmour, and I was blown away by how good he still is. You know, he's always been really a top-notch, elite player. And a darn good singer, underrated vocalist, I think. But wow, the new album, the sounds on it are just sublime. Really great. Thanks, Ray. I'll move this down. Hang on. I'll move my mic away from me a little bit. Thank you. Hopefully that'll work. I'll talk a little softer so I'm not blowing my circuits out, y'all. Yeah. It's just amazing stuff with David Gilmour. And I was floored by Romany's voice, his daughter. Spellbinding. Absolutely spellbinding. Loved it. Loved every minute of it. And, you know, I would go to the show that, or one of the shows that he's doing at Madison Square Garden. And Kelly's saying 36 more sleeps until the garden. I would go. Y'all, those tickets are not cheap. But it's going to be fun, or it was fun to see him doing so well. Back on Monday, we did some music by Tool. It was the first time that I had heard Anima from that album, Anima, right? Actually, I learned something in the process, that the album is spelled with an I and the song is spelled with an E. I had it wrong in the video until people reminded me and I fixed it. So thanks y'all for looking out for me. I know I wasn't reacting to the entire album, just the song. But that's an album that I should get to in its entirety before too long. I really enjoyed it. It was great. Really great. Let's see. I also took a look at Hush from Deep Purple last week. And then we heard from Genesis, In the Cage. In the Cage. It was live from 1984, the end of their Mama tour. And again, one of the best bands, live bands, that I've had the privilege of watching, at least on video. You know, outstanding playing. Johnny is asking if I've seen the videos of the Beat tour, special stuff even as phone grabs. I've seen a little bit of it, and I have some exciting news, friends. Megan and I have been able to procure tickets to go see the Beat tour. We're going this Saturday, and I can't believe that I'm going to get to go and see this, y'all. So I'm excited. I'm very thankful that we have the opportunity to go, and it's going to be a memory to remember. How about that? An experience to remember. That's what I wanted to say. So we're excited to get to go to that. That's just going to be this upcoming Saturday. Woo! And that's going to be exciting. Michael is asking for more Zappa. You know, when was that? It was on, when did I listen to that? When did we hear Dweezil and Rachel Flowers doing Montana? Was that a Doug On Demand? I think it was. That was on the 15th, earlier this month. We were doing a Doug On Demand, and one of our folks put forward the recording of Dweezil doing a cover of that with Rachel Flowers, the amazing Rachel Flowers. That's right, Russell. Thank you, buddy. It was amazing. So I have heard some Zappa relatively recently, but I have yet to hear the original version of that song. So there's more room for us to get back to more Zappa. Thank you for reminding me. Leffe is asking me about the Tim Tams that we got. How was the Tim Tams? Well, we have our chocolate ones here, and I got into them last night. Me and Meg, we were good. We only had one each. They're very tasty. One of our friends, Carrie from Australia, sent these and two other versions. We got the salted caramels and the vanilla ones, and they're all tasty, y'all. But we can't go through these too quick. It's against our diet. But we're very thankful to Carrie, and we're very thankful to have these tasty little treats from Australia. Andrew, I didn't check my blood sugar after that because I just didn't want to know. Yeah, and Rachel is the person that plays a lot of those ELP covers on the keyboards, but in this performance she was playing bass. How about that? So really extraordinary stuff. Mike, I have taken a look at Quadrophenia. The entire thing is on my Patreon. We reacted to that. It's been more than a year ago, I think. Yeah? But yeah, wonderful album from The Who. At the time that I checked that one out, it was mostly new for me, and a monumental classic rock album. Excellent. Let's see.
Should I come into frame here?
Oh, do you want to be on?
Sure.
I can move this. Hang on, y'all. Meg came.
Hey, everyone.
Hello, everybody.
She's
Whoa.
live.
What about this? Bonk.
Oh.
I'm just getting
It's
more
a
room
sudden
here.
shift.
Yeah, we're getting more room. There we go. It's a Meg in the Wild, friends.
Hi.
They're excited to see you.
I'm excited to see you all. I'm sorry I have one of these in my mouth.
She has an icebreaker sour.
Well, I have meds that give me dry mouth, and frankly, these work better for me than any of like the
Do they make you like
branded
saliva go crazy?
mouth moisteners do. Well, it's sour, so yeah,
There you go.
works really great. The cherry sours. Are
Meg
really
is
good,
off
too.
mic. Hang on.
Oh yeah, I don't have a mic on.
There we go.
Well, I forgot.
There we go.
Hi.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, everybody. Double mic.
Okay. So yeah, we did Tool last week, the David Gilmour stuff, the Hush
Yep.
from Deep Purple, the Genesis stuff. We had a lovely
It was a good
council
week last
hangout
Yeah, we did.
here yesterday. A lot of people here in the chat were with us yesterday. We had a great time. Council members, if you missed us yesterday, I will have the recording of that uploaded later today. Take a look for that. We had a lovely time with the Council of Doug's and Doug's Angels members from our Patreon. It was wonderful. We do that about once every 3 weeks, and it was great to talk with all of y'all yesterday. It's like inexpensive therapy, y'all, to join in with all of our friends.
It's
And
true.
kind of block out the outside world for a
Yep.
few hours, talk about music, talk about things that are cool. I told the Help Me Robert story. We were mom even joined on the Zoom yesterday.
Yeah, that was really nice.
And I had to watch my language because of it. So sorry, Mom, for the colorful metaphors. Yeah.
Colorful metaphors. It's a nice way to put it.
Let's see, what are y'all
You're so
talking about?
funny.
Muddy Waters is asking for some more Grateful Dead. He says Stella Blue or Ship of Fools. Thank you very much. John is
Awesome.
asking for Iron Butterfly in a Gata
You just
da
said-
Vida.
You just said butterfly.
Butterfly?
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure you just said butterfly.
It's pretty butter.
Butter.
It's the Iron
like butter.
Butterfly. It's, yeah. I have heard that song, but it's been since high school since I heard that song. I think
It'd be
I
a
was...
good one to do.
I think as I remember, I was hanging out with my friends and we had procured somehow some Coors Light, and we were hanging out, thought we were the cool kids on the block, and we were listening to Iron Butterfly.
I love the story of you and your friends playing pool with beer.
Mm-hmm.
In
Have our
the
Killian's Red.
in the downstairs of your house, and you had like a hiding spot,
Yeah.
like in the pool table or
Some-
under it, or
Let me tell the story. Somehow, when I was in high school, my dad got the idea that, you know what, we need a pool table in the basement. I'm like, I won't argue with that.
because the basement was his bedroom, by the way.
So I got to practice
So-
quite a bit.
He had the downstairs to himself.
The table sits on the legs, and the legs had this negative space underneath them, like halfway up on the underside of the pool table, a little ledge on every one where you could
That's
fit
right.
like 3 or 4 bottles of water or beer or whatever, and
Yeah.
and so that's where we would store them. We can get them. Oh, Dad's come. Put them down. No beer is out, right? Until one time somebody banged the table and all of the
Rattle, rattle.
and it was like Dad's like, what's that clanking down there? Sounds like y'all got some mason jars in your shitting down there. Moonshine or something.
Well, because wasn't he like, do you really think I don't know? Like, because I think that he was like,
No, I think he didn't know.
I think if I recall correctly, and I may be misremembering, but I feel like you said to me that he was like, I knew they were there. You know, no, maybe not. I might be misremembering.
He didn't know. He wanted.
Or maybe he told me that trying to show off.
Yeah, I think he wanted to join in.
Well, he puts tomato juice in his beer.
That's my dad likes. At least he used to. He likes to put tomato juice in his Bud Light.
Can't remember what that's called.
I don't like the tomato juice, and I don't like the Bud Light. So I just stick with the Oktoberfest, especially this time of year, y'all. You gotta have priorities.
There you go.
Matt's
we're not drinking that though, because beer's not great for the diabetic. The diabetic.
Occasionally, I could have.
Some you can have it on.
Matt's asking, "Am I a pool hustler?" Not anymore. I used to be pretty decent, but it's been a long time.
He is pretty good, and I know, like, I've watched you. What do you call it? The first. Oh,
when you break.
Break.
When you hit it hard.
He can friggin' crack. Whoa!
I gotta get my butt into it, y'all. That's my secret weapon. Secret weapon.
You can do it. Put your butt into it.
That's right, Andrew. Aren't those awful? The Clamato Bud Lights. Ew. Ew.
Well, do you know what Clamato is?
Apparently, it's a type of Bud Light.
No.
Oh.
Clamato is like clam juice
clam?
and tomato juice. It's like a clam and tomato.
Why would people do that on purpose? Yeah. So what should we should tell them what we're up to this week.
That's a good
right?
idea.
I've already
recorded
tomorrow's video, friends. So I'm working ahead a little bit. I've actually got a big week ahead. Not only do I have an extended play lounge coming up this week, I also have a fan favorites video coming up this week, as well as the rest of the YouTube releases. So it's a big week for us here. Tomorrow, I'm going back to music from Slipknot. We're going to hear their song called Custer. And in this song, I recorded this yesterday, y'all. They are not backing down. They're agitated. They're a little angry. They're being challenged, and they're gonna fight back. Just like General Custer did, right? But we won't remember what happened to General Custer. But I think that's why the name of the song is Custer.
I was wondering if that
was
why.
It's fighting in the face of insurmountable odds, because you want to take matters into your own hands, that sort of thing. No, Ray, not the dessert, different type of custard. But it's still a good song, even if it's not as sweet as the other type of custard.
Remember the frozen custard place? What was that called? When we lived in Overland Park, when we lived in the KC area.
What was that called?
Man,
I don't know, but it was pretty damn good. It was just like ice cream.
What did they
call?
Better. Like
concretes?
Their version of a blizzard. They call them concretes. Holy shit, they were good.
Tastes delicious.
Oh my God.
Indeed. So yeah, this week we've got Slipknot with Custer coming up on Monday. On Tuesday, it's going to be the fan favorites for September, even though it's going to be October 1st. Sorry about that, y'all. It's just the way that it ended up working out this time. But we have our favorite live television appearances by musicians or bands. And we've got a really great selection that's being voted on right now. And there's going to be a lot of really poignant performances, whether it's on the Ed Sullivan Show or the Smothers Brothers Show, or the what's the old gray whistles? I don't know.
The old gray whistle stop. Is that
stop or whistle test or whistle something?
Yeah.
There's
Jules Holland.
There's that. There's late night stuff. from the old gray whistle test. There it is.
You.
I knew I had test in there somewhere.
Ed Sullivan.
These people are helping me.
Yeah.
They're helping me. Excellent. So Ashley Simpson on SNL. No, we decided we decided not to do that one.
There is one.
Milli Vanilli on the Grammys. No, we're not doing that one.
There is. Well, it was. I don't know if you call it an iconic moment. It's a very memorable. Anyway, there is one. There are a couple of SNL moments.
Paul Simon and George Harrison
So
doing
wonderful.
a little medley there. Elvis Costello doing some great stuff.
My mic by my
Oh,
face
you're
again.
fine. You're fine.
But yeah, the famous Elvis Costello on SNL when they start with the one song and he's like, no, we're gonna do this. Lorne Michaels was pissed.
So it's
got them banned from the show. Anyway, but that may not actually make it to our final video because I don't think it's doing well votes wise right now. So maybe I'll have to make it a mixed choice.
Thanks to our friend Margaret in the chat. She was the one that had the idea for this month's fan favorites idea, and I think it's working out very well. So thank you, Margaret, for that.
I think it's working out great.
Awesome. Yeah.
Right, radio. Yeah.
I don't know. What else are we up to?
Yeah, please vote for Helvering.
So that's going to be on Tuesday, friends. Ray says your mic's too close.
Okay.
On Wednesday, y'all, I'm going to take a look at one of the new songs from Nightwish. I've been doing quite a bit of new music over the past few weeks, and Nightwish has a new album out, and I let it get past me the week that it came out. It was a week or two ago. But I'm going to take a look at, I think I'm going to take a look at Lantern Light. I haven't recorded it yet. But people have said that that's one of their favorites on the new album. But I'll keep that open a little bit to see which one I really do want to go with. But I think I want to hear Lantern Light if I'm remembering correctly. And that's going to be a great time. Also, this week, friends, I'm going to be formally introducing my new headphones. These are from they're from Romania, and the company is called Meze, and these are the 99 Classics. They're closed-backed, and they're wonderful. I will have some really special discounts for these if you take a look on Wednesday and you're interested in getting another pair. It's probably the better deal that you're going to get on something like this for a while. It's actually a really good deal. So stay tuned this week on Wednesday's episode.
I'm a hard fit for headphones because they never it's rare that I can find a pair of headphones that really truly feel comfortable on my head. Those do. The only problem is my inner ears don't like
the closed
backed microphones. It feels like someone is like literally has their fingers in my inner ears like pressing. It's a weird thing. I don't know if I had a lot of ear infections as a kid. Well, I don't know if it has to do with that, but they're like any kind of like noise canceling things just it's not for me. It's like too much pressure on my inner ears. But as far as comfort goes though, on like how they fit over the ears and on my head, like they're extremely comfortable.
They're really
to
great.
Wear. Like I could, if my ears could take it, I could wear them like all day.
Really pretty too.
Be fine.
Stylish.
They are really pretty.
Y'all.
And lightweight. They're lightweight.
Yeah, so I'm really thankful to these guys.
The sound is awesome.
For sending those to me and for working with me to become a sponsor on the channel. And one of the things that I've noticed with them, we were talking a little bit ago about my reaction to the music from David Gilmour last week. I played along a little bit on that one, and I was wearing these, and I turned to my keyboard and I started playing. And I literally could not hear any of the keyboard because the music was so insulated. Like when I'm talking with these on, it's almost like I'm underwater a bit. They're that great with isolating the soundscape, and I couldn't hear. So I was just playing along with David Gilmour. I'm hoping I'm in the right key. I think I'm in the right key. Yeah. Fran, I'm thankful for this too. It's great to see Megan online. It's great to have Megan right with me.
Oh, thank you.
So I'll still use my Sennheisers. I'll still use my Grados back here, my Grado RSX1s.
I love those too. They're so wonderful.
Yeah,
And they're
I'll use
also
those more on
extremely
camera.
comfortable. I can wear those comfortably. Mad Andrew,
Yeah.
I never liked the earbuds or earpiece style. What I have finally found that works extremely well for me are ones that sit on, that sort of wrap around, and they don't go in the ear. They just sit like right here, and they're not like actually touching my ear. They just like sit right here.
Yeah.
And it's sort of like this, a similar thing as to like those bone induction or whatever, but it actually sits right here. I don't have them right here with me. I don't remember the brand, but the sound is really fantastic actually. And they are extremely comfortable.
Do you remember
for
what
me
kind
too, where I don't remember. I don't remember what brand.
It's
but
great that
they're
you found
awesome.
those.
They're really, really good.
Andrew, I don't currently have a way that I can link my keyboard to the computer and then get my headphones to really go with it or line the sound in. I'm not that sophisticated with my setup. I've just never had to do that before, or had the absolute need to do that, so I haven't ever set it up. And that would be cool to have, but I don't have that opportunity right now. And Margaret's right; these would be great for a plane trip with a screaming baby on the flight. I'll put some music on and just do it.
That's what you used to use your Bose headphones for. And what's funny is because they had a switch you could flip to turn noise canceling on, and you didn't listen to anything, because with your flying anxiety, it's really terrible. Doug's anxiety, and so the only thing that worked for him was to like take Xanax and maybe some other things, and put his headphones on, not listening to anything, just turning on the noise canceling, and like just closing his eyes and blocking it all out as much as he could.
Yeah.
And just staying still.
I hate flying.
Because he can feel every movement that the plane is doing, and he knows when it's going up a little or when it's going down a little bit, and to not be in control of your situation that you're in and you're that high up. It's
Well, let's not give
we're
me
probably making you sweat.
Let's
and
not
get
give me a
panicky now.
panic attack right now.
Sorry. Anyway, but noise canceling helps with that quite a bit.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Maury's asking, any luck getting an interview with Floor or Tuamas from Nightwish? Sadly, no. I have reached out to both of them directly. I've reached out to their media or publicist people. I haven't gotten an answer.
Haven't heard back
yet. I know that they've been doing some publicity for the new album, so I remain hopeful that I can chat with one or both of them. But so far, no. But that doesn't mean I still don't like them or like their music. That's why I'm going to be listening to music from the new from their new album this week. It's going to be great. Guitar Channel, I can't sleep on a plane even if you drugged me, like really drugged me. I just don't fit. I don't fit on a plane.
The last time you were on a plane, you were really drugged up.
Yeah.
And you slept for about half an hour.
Yeah, that was it.
I was amazed.
Yeah.
To see it. And you needed the rest, frankly.
For sure.
It was coming home from the trip.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
See, that would be fun, an interview with John Petrucci.
That'd be great.
I'd love to keep doing interviews, y'all. I think that they're a way to really connect with these musicians.
You're very good at them.
And y'all seem to really enjoy them as well. I know that, Dream Theater has their new album still yet to come out, so I'm sure they'll be doing some press, especially with their tour as well. Excellent. Where did I leave off? We left off on Wednesday where I was talking about Nightwish and Lantern Light. On Thursday, I'm going to do some music by Traffic, y'all, and it's a song called Dear Mr. Fantasy.
Dear Mr.
Shh,
Fantasy.
hush. I don't know the song.
All I sang was that first thing. That's it. Calm down. Everybody calm down.
Come on.
It's gonna be fine.
So traffic. Dear Mr. Fantasy, I need Mr. Fantasy to come and you know, and help us out. You know, fulfill our fantasies. You know. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. Traffic, a great band, and I think I
You
can't
did
remember.
Low Spark of High Heels already.
I believe
on the
so.
on the channel, yes. I don't know what episode number it would be, but it's there somewhere.
Yeah, did I do that?
I'm pretty sure you did. I think you
I
did.
need to
Or was
look.
it on Patreon or
I
was
need
it
to
on the
look it
channel?
up. Studio, and I'm gonna take a look at the traffic report. Just the one. Just the one. No, I did Glad and Freedom Rider.
I thought you'd done Low Spark.
I think
of
was
High
that
Heeled
that must have
Boys.
been on fan favorites.
That could be.
Now I'm going to our big document here. Should have gone there first. Yeah, that one was a guest DJ selection, and then it was a fan favorites.
Fan favorites. Have we not released? We gotta release that.
We could.
Because it's a good one.
It is a good one. The Low Spark of High Heeled Boys was from fan favorites episode 7.
Oh my gosh.
About that? I've also done more recently John Barleycorn from them, and that was from fan favorites 25 earlier this year. For our favorite song lyrics and a song. As I recall, that was a really great story tune.
Yeah, it is.
There, excellent stuff. So yeah, we got some more traffic coming up this week, and it's going to be Dear Mr. Fantasy. And then on Friday, I just can't help myself, friends. I'm going back to them. I know it's just a couple of weeks, but the Rolling Stones, they're now rolling. And they're going downhill, and I need to keep up with them. So I'm going back to more Rolling Stones. And since it was second in our poll, and because it's Margaret's song that she wants me to hear, we're going to do Gimme Shelter.
Nice.
We're going to do some Gimme Shelter on a Masterpiece Friday, and that's going to be fun. Sweet. I may do a couple versions of it.
Okay.
I know that it's an older song. Maybe I'll do the original. Maybe I'll do a live version or something. We'll play with it a little bit. We carve out some extra time for Friday episodes.
Yeah.
So we shall see what's up with Gimme Shelter. I know that I've heard it. So that's the thing. I would not have known it, friends. I would not have known it by Gimme Shelter. If you said, "Oh, play Gimme Shelter," I'm like, what's that? Don't know. You know? And somebody said, "Oh, it's just a shot away." I'm like, "Oh, that I've heard. I just didn't know it was called Gimme Shelter." So it's one of these songs that I know casually from way back in the recesses of my brain, but I haven't ever given it my full attention.
Do you remember watching? So
that's this week.
A live performance of that with the Stones and what's her name, Fergie, singing with them. Shut away! It was really. That sticks in my memory for some reason, and I liked it. It was a really fun,
awesome
performance to watch. I thought it was really cool.
Oh boy!
Oh, did someone say something about Grand Funk Railroad? They did a cover of it. Oh, first of all, have we had Grand Funk Railroad on the channel yet?
That's a negator.
Oh my God. Yeah, we need to.
I like railroads. I like funk.
We need to remedy that.
And if they make it bigger, it can only be better, right?
Okay, what Grand Funk Railroad song should we be starting with? Because we could check out their cover of Gimme Shelter. Oh,
so the background singer for Gimme Shelter was a lady named Mary Clayton.
And she did throw down, indeed, Margaret. That's true.
Lady Gaga sang it with them.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's right. I forgot about that. It was awesome too. I love her.
We'll figure it out, friends, but that'll be fun coming up on Friday. And then later in the week, I think it'll be on Saturday, our next extended play lounge. I normally would do it on a Tuesday, but I'm doing the fan favorites on Tuesday, and I can't do both.
Yeah.
Y'all. So I think our current poll over on Patreon for our next extended play lounge. I got to bring that one back up.
Oh,
What
Mary
happened?
Clayton, the sister of Sam Clayton from Little Feat. I did not
Cool.
know.
Patreon.
Oh.
I gotta take a look. I gotta take a look at
Potter
the.
Roden has it. I'm getting closer to my home.
What's that?
Do you remember that?
No.
That doesn't sound familiar to you?
Nope.
Oh, I love that song.
You gotta quit singing songs while I'm on with you. So.
Oh, settle down. Everything's fine.
Yeah, right. So we've got Marillion's Brave, Muse with Absolution, Pain of Salvation with their album B, the Flower Kings with Stardust We Are, and Vandergraaf Generators, Hydrogen to Helium, Who Am the Only One. And Muse and Vandergraaf Generator are in a
neck and neck, man.
Almost dead heat. They have the exact same percentage, 28%. I downloaded the actual raw vote totals right before I came on, and Vandergraaf Generator was in the lead by 2. Like, not 2%, 2.
2 votes.
Okay? So that poll is good through the end of tomorrow. And we haven't had a ton of votes on it yet. It's still, you know, kind of over the weekend. So there's time, friends. We'll see where this one shakes out. There's time to even move your votes if you want to, you know, see if you're going to stand behind one or the other. It's been a long time since we had a poll that close.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, what was There was one poll we had where Big Train and Haken were like within 1 or 2 votes, and ended up doing one time and one the other.
That's right. I'd forgotten about that. Yeah.
Because I love both of those bands.
And because there were folks who were like, I can't believe it's that close. And so yeah, with them being so close together, you were like, listen.
We'll just do them both. Plus, it was like the end of the year, so that was easy.
The same thing could happen with this.
But this is lovely. I love having close polls. It means that I put a poll together where nobody has like an absolute advantage. You know, it's not like I put 4 bands like this in and then threw like Yes in there or Genesis where we have a bunch of fans that are like really hardcore.
Yeah.
You know, so this is a great poll. I've heard very little of Brave. I've heard, I don't think anything from Absolution. Maybe 1 or 2 songs from B. Stardust We Are, I think I've heard a little bit from that, but not much. And Vandergraaf, I don't know if I know. I've heard them before, but I don't think I've heard stuff from this particular album. So any way that this one goes will be really, really exciting for me to get to. The little bit of Muse that I've heard, I've been really taken by them. Just a trio, and really wonderful musicians. Excellent, friends. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. So stay tuned for that one to see how that one shakes out. While I'm here on Patreon, I'm going to go back. Oh, by the way, friends, I just put my, if you cannot get access to my Gentle Giant Freehand episode where we did the entire album on YouTube.
Yeah, it was a couple of years ago.
It's blocked. It's blocked. It's still blocked in the United States and Canada. So you could use a VPN. Use your NordVPN. You can get right around that, and you can still watch it. Or you can go to my Patreon and see it without a paywall. You have to be a free member, but there's not a paywall on that one, so you can see that one. I just
you don't
realized
have to pay for one of our Patreon tiers, but you can join our Patreon as a free member.
Yeah.
And you can watch any of Doug's YouTube episodes that were blocked over there that he has uploaded to Patreon. There's a lot of stuff there to be watched.
I'm looking at the fan favorites. It still looks like the musical box from 1972 on television from Genesis is in the lead. We've got Pink Floyd with Comfortably Numb from Live 8 in 2005. King Crimson with Easy Money from 1973.
Midnight Special.
ELP on German television, I think from 1970.
Beat Club.
Who else is in there? There's Take a Pebble. There's Live and Let Die from Paul McCartney at the Super Bowl where he did that.
Yeah.
We've got Light My Fire from The Doors on Ed Sullivan.
My Generation, The Who on the Smothers Brothers where they destroyed everything at the end of it. It's so great.
Don't spoil it.
Have you never seen that?
Well, I've heard about it, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
Okay. It's fun to watch.
If it's my generation, there's not if they ruin everything, then there's not going to be something left for the next generation.
It's fun to watch.
Come on.
You'll enjoy it.
Some of the ones that I voted for, though, I don't think are going to make it in. I voted for I Want to Hold Your Hand by the Beatles on Ed Sullivan. It's not going to make it. Radio.
See, that's crazy. I might have to make that a mixed choice.
Radio from Elvis Costello from SNL.
Can I have two mixed choices? I want both of those.
You're putting more work on me.
I know, but they're both like.
Well, why don't you sit in the chair and review them?
Like if I had to pick one of those, I'm picking the Beatles on Ed Sullivan, because if that is not on this video, then what are we even doing here?
Well, we'll have to do another one.
That has to be there.
We'll do volume 2.
Like, talk about fucking iconic moments in musical moments on TV. When the Beatles were on Ed Sullivan, it was the biggest thing ever.
Ed Sullivan.
So, I mean, but I do also want Elvis Costello from SNL because that's a great moment.
Well, yeah, Andrew says it's the Daily Mag. Just do your own. Just sit in the chair. I'll help you turn the camera on.
We have learned from my recent stint as leading the fan favorites Zoom parties. Yeah. I'm not made for that. So that is not me.
True.
I can sit here and talk with you, but leading the thing that's not my bag. Not my bag, babe.
I voted for George Harrison and Paul Simon doing Here Comes the Sun and Homeward Bound. That might make it. I love that. Annie Lennox doing Why. I mean, that's not going to make it. Just we have.
That makes me sad. I love the
all of these choices are
Jules
great.
Holland performances are always so good, and that's what the Annie Lennox performance of Why is from, and it is fantastic and wonderful.
Yeah.
And that's a song that I love to, like, when you get to the end of it, like her when she,
So
when
that's
you get to
this
the end
week.
and she's doing like the I sing that in the car, man, and it's cathartic. Okay, keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Soggy recognized that I did a little nod to Bye Bye Birdie. Ed Sullivan.
Oh.
Yeah, see.
Nice.
Yeah. That show gives me nightmares. I'm just kidding.
Why would it give you nightmares?
It's not a great show. Not a good show.
Well.
Anywho, is that all that we need to tell them for this week? I think it is. So stay tuned for who's going to win the EPL. No idea who's going to win that one. And the fan favorites, there's still some jockeying for the last few places in that video. So it's going to be fun.
Vote for the Beatles and Elvis Costello.
Matt Andrew, the next Doug On Demand will be, what day is it today? It's the 29th, right? So next Sunday, the 6th. That's when we're doing it. That's the next Doug On Demand. Next week. So look for my owl. Ooh. I will call for your...
Look for my owl.
Yeah, I will call for your submissions. And that'll be next Sunday. Rock and roll, friends. I can't believe it's already going to be October.
I know.
Crazy stuff. I love this time of year. October and November are some of my favorite times of the year. You got football. You got... the playoffs for baseball.
I love that.
Cooler temperatures. You got the colors on the trees and everything, and you know, it's not quite cold yet, and it's not stifling like it was in the summer. So it's just a lovely time, isn't it?
American football.
Homecoming, all that sort of good stuff.
American football.
this time of year.
I should say U.S. football.
Yeah, and I always looked forward to the fall because I'm one of these crazy people that loves school. I loved going back to school, even as a teacher. Just when is school back? Let's get to it. Yeah, rock and roll. Oh, Margaret, enjoy yourself. That's going to be fun. Larkin Poe, love those ladies.
Ooh.
Thank you for alerting me to their music.
Thank you for introducing us to them.
Really love them.
Love them.
Love those ladies.
Fantastic.
And oh, good Lord, Stephen, don't scare me. Only 87 days till Christmas. We got a lot to do before Christmas, y'all.
Who dat?
Who?
Saints.
Oh.
Saints.
Ah, the Saints. Did they go marching in?
You know, where you're from,
Yeah.
folks say, "Woo, pig, suey."
Yeah, I kind of blocked that out though. Yeah, I grew up in Arkansas. Yeah. I don't know. I'd rather.
Your aunt is really good at calling the hogs, man. She's
yeah.
She's like, you should hear.
She won the blue ribbon at the state fair.
I remember when you were a grad student at Westminster. I think you were doing your grad recital.
My master's recital, yeah.
Your master's recital.
Yeah,
and,
she came to that.
And she came, and we sat down, and she goes, "Okay, do you think Doug would really kill me if I called the hogs right now?"
I would have. That would have been an unforgivable offense.
I don't think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be funny as hell. But you'd probably get pretty upset about it.
Tim is saying Halloween comes first. I've got some fun ideas, I think, for Halloween week this year. We're already looking ahead for that.
Awesome.
It's going to be a mad dash to the end of the year, friends. So we're going to try to take a little break in November.
Because we need it, y'all.
We really do.
I wanted to in October,
we may still try to get it away for a couple days in October. We'll see.
Well, we are going away in November, but that's with family. I want us to just the two of us get away somewhere because we deserve that opportunity. We deserve to.
Sure, we do.
So we need to make it happen.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe
go pig or go home.
Go pig or go home. That needs to be on a T-shirt.
It should be. That's what that.
Did someone say bacon?
Oh,
excuse me.
I haven't had bacon in a long time.
Tasty.
Man.
Tasty. So let me remind all of you what we're up to this week. Matt, it's a good idea. Thank you. The fan favorites topic for this coming month for October is going to be our favorite epics, our longer songs, right? We did this last year and we only had 3 selections because they were like 20 to 25 minutes a piece. But that's what we're going to be up to this year. We'll see what happens. I normally, in our fan favorite submissions, will put a time limit on the selections that people can put in because I want to get to multiple ones so that multiple people can enjoy having their submission included in the video. For this one, for the epics, the time restrictions are kind of out the door. Unless you consider like the entire album's one song. No, come on. I think the most I would do is like a traditional half of an album.
Yeah.
Like a 20 to 25 minute track. That sort of thing. But it'll be wonderful to see what longer pieces y'all want me to hear and to include them on the video. So that's going to be coming up in October. So check that out.
What?
Now they're quoting Rocky Horror.
Yeah, I really think it'd be fun to do Time Warp on the channel. Let's do
one of the ones I have is Zombie Woof from Frank Zappa. Somebody suggested that.
Do you know the Time Warp song?
Of course I do.
I was going to say, have you ever watched that?
Of course I have.
You have?
Of course I have. We've watched it together.
Gosh.
Come on.
We did?
I think so.
I don't think we did.
It must have been late at night and we were tipsy.
I don't think I watched that with you.
It's just
Are
a
you
step
sure
to the
you
left.
watched it with me?
Susan Sarandon in her underwear? I wouldn't miss that.
I don't think we watched it together. Are you sure we watched it together?
Of course I've seen that.
No, but are you sure we watched it together?
I'm pretty sure. We've been together a long time.
I know, but I don't think I've ever watched it with you.
Then
Am I wrong about that?
We'll just need to bring it back.
I have zero memory of that happening, but that is not unusual. There are parts of even just in our last 20 plus a few years that that I just have completely blocked out. Like
that I've never done. I've never
times,
gone to the theater at midnight.
Yeah, I've
to
never
see
actually
it.
done that.
I
The
don't
whole
know.
midnight at the theater thing.
I could do Werewolves of London. That would be cool.
Oh, Werewolves of London.
I think we did that. I think we did a fan favorites the first year where we did songs that go bump in the night.
His hair was perfect
for October, and that was fun. I've got All Nightmare Long or Creeping Death from Metallica on for that Monday of that week, and I'm not sure which one I'm going to do. I don't know either of them. I don't know Zombie Wolf by Frank Zappa. Yeah, so there's lots of cool things that we could do for that week.
I like incorporating a
There's
Rocky
more
Horror Picture Show in some
we could do that
form that week. I think that'd be really
maybe
fun.
I mean because let's see, Halloween is on a Thursday this year. Maybe we could do something on Thursday or Friday. There you go. It's a lot easier to do, especially with metal and prog and rock and roll, to do stuff for Halloween than it is to do stuff for Christmas.
That's true. Trying to find something that's really actually good. Well, we do have to do the annual Slayer thing because they do that every year, right? The SLEIGH.
If Slayer comes out with another holiday cover, then we'll be there for them.
I hope that they do.
I'm looking at what Dale put in. David Lin. I love David Lindley's playing, y'all. He's one of my. He played with Jackson Browne for a long time. He did a cover of Werewolves of London.
Oh,
I don't think I
didn't
know that.
A ska cover. That's cool. That'd be really fun.
Excellent.
That'd be fun.
Alucard would be a cool one, right?
To juxtapose the two together.
Oh,
Bad Moon Rising. That's a good one too.
We've
never done CCR on the channel.
I don't think so.
I've seen the Bad Moon Rising. You know all their music.
I know.
Right?
I know
like
some
all
of
the.
I know the radio hits. From CCR.
Yeah.
Remember, Dale? We did Schubert's Erlkönig. Early on in the behind the score, it was episode 2 or 3. It was really towards the beginning.
I wish I could say that again.
Erlkönig.
I'm never good at pronouncing the German things. I try to.
Jawohl.
Jawohl. I can do that. There are certain things I can do.
So we got
it's the O with the umlaut that I struggle with.
Oh.
How's that again?
All right.
Okay. I love your hair, everybody.
Well, Maury, the Eagles block pretty much everything. You know, so Don Henley is worse than Robert Fripp about that stuff. So the Eagles won't appear on the channel.
He has a team of people dedicated to jumping on anything that's Eagles.
Yeah.
On YouTube. I get it though. I do. I understand. I get it. From Robert Fripp, him, I do understand. I totally get it.
Jim, we'll get back to more Gentle Giants soon as well.
Yeah.
When I realized that that freehand video was still partially blocked, and then made an effort to put it on the Patreon this week, I was listening to it a little bit. I'm like, they're just so darn inventive.
Yes.
And just unique in their approach to music, and really fine players. Wonderful stuff. Wonderful stuff.
They are.
Excellent, friends. Well, I think we're coming up on an hour. We've been here for time flies. Time flies, right?
It doesn't seem that long.
We had to get up early, of course, this morning to go and be at the church job. But we're back, and I think, especially with a rainy day, it's looking like maybe a little bit of reading and a nap before we make dinner later on.
Put some good, really good jazz on.
I'll put some
and read. Ooh. We'll put a really good Aphoria video.
We should.
On.
I had my
and
Miles
sit and
Davis
snuggle-
kind of blew out earlier the other
Snuggle
day.
up and read. I like that idea. And maybe fall asleep. We're both at, oh my gosh, no, that's wrong. It's just wrong.
What a great album, right? So we'll have to get the turntable out today and just have some nice music on for this afternoon. Thank y'all for hanging out with us today. This has been fun. You should come back and do it next week with me.
Okay.
Yeah, well, actually, before we go, a little bit more of show and tell. I showed y'all the Tim Tams, right? Good stuff. My friend Thomas, who I've worked with as a composition student, has finished some music, and so he sent me his finished CD, and this is wonderful. Thank you, Thomas. I got it, and I will listen to it very soon. It's really cool
awesome. That's
when you work with somebody who has, on their compositions, and then they ended up with
completion of a project.
Yeah, it's really great.
Awesome.
And this is really cool. Our friend
Congrats.
Steve from Texas has sent me the Blu-ray of Rush.
That's so cool.
How about that? I'm excited. The R40 Live Blu-ray.
Nice.
There's two, Set 1 and Set 2.
That's fantastic.
Set 2 ends with Closer to the Heart. No, holy crap. Cygnus X1 to Closer to the Heart to Xanadu to 2112.
Oh.
Y'all! What?
Nice.
Maybe I'll put this on today.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I will add that to the collection and enjoy it immensely, my good friend. Rosencrantz, would you be open to analyzing more jazz standards? Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. I need to increase my understanding of the structures in jazz. I come at them from a classical point of view, from a common practice point of view, and being in a jazz band in a jazz setting where you're creating some of the ideas and the voicings and all that is something that I have not been a part of. And it's something that I love hearing, but that I haven't studied as much as I should, or as much as I could. There's more to learn, for sure, on that front. So yeah, I'd be up for that.
I remember taking a, what do we call it when I was in college? I think there are schools that call it J-term.
Like an interim.
Interim, like in the month of January, where it was like, I don't know, several weeks. A lot of people, I did do this one year. I took one of my science requirements during interim. And so it was like, I don't know, several
6 weeks
or 6 weeks.
That's what typically happens.
Of intensive, and actually it was really fun. But there are other things you can do as well. But I think it was when I was a freshman, I took a jazz, some kind of a jazz standards or something course during interim, and I don't think I fully understood what it was going to be because it was heavy in performance, and instead of playing my horn, I play French horn. Instead of playing my horn, I made the mistake of telling the professor, Deb McKim, she's amazing, by the way, that I had taken some piano classes, like piano lessons as a kid, and she's like, great, we really need someone on piano. And I was like, I'm not a good pianist. I wasn't then.
Chopsticks.
I'm really not now. And that was a struggle.
Yeah.
But she was extremely encouraging. And she's like, and when it came to soloing, I was like, I get really in my head and nervous. And she's like, listen, nothing is wrong.
Yeah.
You can't do anything wrong. And if you get a little off from where the actual key is, she's like, just play, just remember what key you're in, and nothing that you do is wrong. And I was like, all right. So that helps a little bit. Anyway, it was a fun class to do, and I learned a lot in it. I really was thrown into the deep end. I didn't understand what I was getting into.
The chat is pure gold right now. Y'all are giving us some great jazz things. I'll come back to the chat.
Have you done Alan Holdsworth on the? You have done some Alan.
I don't know if
Holdsworth,
on the
right?
channel, but I know on Patreon we have.
Okay.
PFM we've done a little bit of, but not on the channel.
Coltrane.
Yeah.
Duke.
Yeah, all of it. It's all wonderful. You know, if I don't get to
Miles Davis
as much
is my
jazz by the end of the year, then in the new year for fan favorites, we could have a jazz month. That for sure would be fun. That would be fun. D, what's your name? Dan Aon. I do plan to have more Dream Theater coming up before too long. I don't. I am interested in their new sounds in the new album coming up. There will definitely be some, either one or two or more on that new music. I'm not sure what of their classic stuff I will get to next. Not sure, but it won't be too long. Thank you for checking in about Dream Theater.
Margaret, I listened to Vince Guaraldi's Charlie Brown Christmas soundtrack like year round. Literally. I love it. I think it'd be really fun for you to do something from that.
We should put some of that on during Christmas
season.
During the Christmas season.
Yeah.
We got time to think about that, friends. Holy crap, it's after 2. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. It's been a wonderful
See, I knew. Easy... Thank you, Andrew. I knew I wasn't the only one who listens to that like any time of year.
Yeah. Galen, I love Bella Fleck and the Flecktones. They're amazing, aren't they? Wonderful music.
Yes.
Wonderful music.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. It is great to have so many good options. Thank you all for your thoughtfulness and for hanging out with us.
What is bug music?
Bugs Bunny?
I don't know if that's what they're talking about.
It's when the music goes splat. Bug music.
What does it sound like when it goes splat?
Splat. I don't know. And the bug goes, ow, ow. But you can't hear it because it's a bug. One more time, friends. Good Lord, we're having this week, Slipknot with Custer, and then our fan favorites with our favorite televised music performances. A new song, Lantern Light, from Nightwish on Wednesday. Traffic, Dear Mr. Fantasy, and some Rolling Stones. We're going to have Shelter after it's done. Yeah, we've been good, boys and girls. We're going to get our Shelter now. Good. Give me Shelter from the Rolling Stones. It's going to be fun. And then the next EPL on Saturday and the Doug on Demand on Sunday. I better eat my Wheaties. I got a lot of work to do.
Eat your Wheaties, yes, indeed.
It keeps me out of trouble, friends. Thank you for keeping me busy. Thank you for keeping me on track.
Yeah. Thank you for watching. And
I need all the help I can get, right?
Thank you for supporting.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you all. Thank you.
Thanks, y'all.
What you laughing at?
Oh, they're just talking about bug music. That's fun. Anyway.
Well, okay, but did we get an answer though?
We get an answer?
I want to know, from an old Flintstones cartoon. Oh. Bug music was a professor of clarinet with great stuff. Galen
Thank you.
says.
Thank you, Galen.
Okay.
Y'all keep our friends in the southeast and in the mountains where they got all that rain in your thoughts.
Well, not to mention Florida as well.
Yeah, not to mention
in Georgia and it is just it's awful. And as far as Tennessee and like the Asheville area, I just don't. just super quick. I saw Sam Champion, meteorologist, talking about that area had what he called training rains, which meant like a succession of rain storms in the days leading up to when
The hurricane came through.
Helene then dumped everything, and so they already had like, I don't know, a dozen inches of rain or so, and then Helene comes along and dumps so much more.
Fucking
So
Helene.
it is catastrophic there. And I don't know if they're like,
Yeah.
there are places here, unfortunately, in this country that are sort of, I don't want to say they're used to this, but they get these storms, they get flooding
They're practiced
like
at
this.
it.
They're practiced at it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like, New Orleans area, like that region,
Sure.
and Florida, that they're prepared for stuff like that. And so like they like, as far as rescue operations go, they're set up for that. I don't know that they were set up for this in the Asheville area, because we're seeing people talking about like being completely, I don't know how it is now today,
Yeah.
but like yesterday and the day before, people talking about not being able to get out and not having water, not having, like, people stuck in a hotel for 3 days and there's no food there. So they were trying to scrounge amongst themselves
Yeah.
for what little they had to divvy up between each
We
other.
hope
There's
that
no
that's-
water,
Yeah. We hope.
no power, no cell service, like it's a nightmare. And I don't think they were really. I don't know if they were prepared for that.
I don't think they were. At least not for
this level.
Yeah.
It's just horrific.
Yeah. Really is.
So,
So we're sending good wishes
to
them.
And it's not just
Go ahead.
here in the U.S. Like, I'm hearing about catastrophic flooding. I heard something about that in Poland, and I know we've heard from John about flooding there in Czechia. It's just, and there's a lot of scariness all over the world right
Yep.
now, and there's a lot of crazy weather all over the world
Yeah.
right now.
So in the
yeah.
midst of all of that craziness, it's nice to spend an hour with all of you and
Yeah, it is.
to chat about
Absolutely.
what's going on the channel and about what's going on in the world and to share our thoughts. We're among
And
friends.
for me to sing
right?
little snippets as we go.
Excellent.
Little
Excellent.
snippets of things.
Thank you very much, friends. We appreciate you all,
Yeah, we
and
really do.
we'll see you along the line. All of the YouTube videos this week will be at our normal 4:30 Eastern time in the PM, and then I'll get the Patreon videos out as I am able. And look for the council
sir.
hangout from yesterday to be
Yeah.
posted later on today as I get
That
to
was
it.
a fun
So,
time.
That was
It
fun.
good.
And this has been fun. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us.
Much love, everybody.
Be well. Be well. We'll see you soon. Okay, I got to put my finger here. You hush. It's I'm really self-conscious about where I have to put my finger.
Oh, Douglas.
It's a big job.